gets berated on the podcast we've created. To commemorate action flicks, big horror, no tricks. John Travolta, Chuck Norris, insane clown posse, no fuss, no mercy, we discuss. Everything gets berated, no one is underrated. From the screen to the stage, except a new cage. No mercy, we engage.
All right.
Ready? All right.
I mean, no, I'm not ready. Don't edit
welcome.
that out.
I'm not editing that out.
God damn it.
Because I love it when Brian gets mad about a movie. It's my favorite thing.
I'm so angry.
Is it that bad, Brian?
Dude.
Is it
welcome
objectively bad?
to Everything Gets Berated, where we talk about indie horror and sometimes horror rock musicals.
Not, well, I mean, I guess you can count this as it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I know how I would describe this movie. How would you describe this movie, Brian?
You want my gist?
Yeah.
All right.
I should say Garrett's here with us.
We should say,
Longtime berater, guest berater.
Guesperator. I like that.
Guesperator.
Yes.
So basically, the gist is, well, it's a musical, so it sucks ass unless you like musicals, and then for it. But basically, there's this big pharma guy that sells you like elective surgery organs. Yep, let me say elective surgery organs.
It started out as actual surgeries that people needed and became elective surgery.
Yep, and then if you don't pay them back, then he like kills you. And then the Repo man, he Gypsy Roses his own daughter. And there's no such thing as rules in a musical. Like, like when all of us were in elementary school and we learned how to do...
I got to do this.
How to do poetry, where it's like A, B, or A, B, B, A, or something, where there's like rhyming words and shit like that. Nope, not in this motherfucker.
We rhymed the same word with the same word.
There's no such thing as rhymes in this movie, actually. Their rhyming word is, I bet you can't fucking say this word 37 times in one song.
You can say,
yeah.
What rhymes with surgery?
Surgery. Like, you know what, you son of a bitch? I think you're onto something. And it's like, what rhymes with surgery? And he's like, surgery. And he's like, you know what? Goddamn, you double rhyming son of a bitch. He's like, you fucking did it. Yeah. So, what's your gist on this thing? And again, wait, sorry. I feel like I need to apologize before we even start this, because this wasn't a movie for me. And I'm always that advocate where it's like, you know what? If you don't like horror movies, don't fucking watch horror movies. It's that easy. But I've always made that joke where it's like, if I don't like musicals, I'm not going to watch a fucking musical. But there's movies like Sweet Meats that are technically a musical and stuff like that, that I enjoyed watching and stuff like that. So with Sweet Meats, it was completely different because there was parts of the movie that were musicals or music.
Yeah,
whatever.
We had musical moments.
Exactly. And that is what I thought was a musical. So I guess if this is a real musical, then 100% I did not like this this movie because it was a musical, but the storyline to this movie is amazing, dude. The storyline
is so good, and then they start singing.
The storyline is so awesome, and the only reason why I don't like the movie is because it was a musical. So,
but
if anybody who was part of this movie is listening to this, movie was great, storyline was awesome. The fucking musical is what I hated so bad. But this whole thing is like, Brian, if you don't like coffee, then guess what? You dipshit, don't drink coffee.
Yeah, but My gist on this is Roddy Largo is a giant dickhead, and everybody
Okay.
hates him, and he's dying. So now he's going to make everybody's life a living hell.
Yep. Pretty
That's that is the through line of this movie.
no way. But all right,
Pretty
I see
much.
that.
Like, I can see it. Okay, but so before we get into it, Repo the Genetic Opera was directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who is an Australian director who directed Saws 2, 3, and 4. And then he went on to direct Spiral, the Book of Saw, with the one with Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson. The one that's like
Okay.
10 years in the future that has nothing to do with Jigsaw. He also, like, after this movie, because it was had a budget of $8.5 million.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's real talk. And I think it made like
$0 of that was spent to people doing
opening
voice.
weekend was
voice
54,000.
lessons.
Yeah.
What? Hold it. 54,000? Somebody God.
Opening weekend, and in the total gross was 188,000.
Oh, so that was a big hit, huh?
So it really didn't make its money back. But Darren Lynn Bousman and Taran Zadunich, the guy that wrote the screenplay and composed the music, went on to do 2 more musical horror movies. The Devil's Carnival and Alleluia, The Devil's Carnival, which were arguably better reviewed than this one.
Well, we'll never know. So
You don't want to find out?
nope. I'm not even going to fuck around and find out.
That's a Brian Torture episode right there.
But the thing is like the music was all right. My biggest gripe about it, again, is literally not a single word was spoken. Everything was like, Anthony, I'm fucking hungry. Let's go get some food. And he'd be like, I am on my way. I'd be like, can you just fucking say, hey, you want to go get lunch real quick?
And then
No.
have a singing portion? Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I forgot to mention. Shiloh Wallace, the daughter of Nathan the Repo Man, is
God
played
damn.
by Alexa Vega, who was kind of big in the 2010s. Paul
Okay.
Sorvino is Roddy Largo.
She was so tough.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. Anthony Head is Nathan the Repo Man. He was Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Never once seen that.
Sarah Brightman, the at one time, I don't know if it's still true, the highest selling or record selling female tenor. She's like the female Pavarotti, played Blind Mag.
Didn't know any of this information.
Paris Hilton played Amber Sweet.
All right. I kind of saw
And
that.
Bill Moseley was Luigi
Yeah.
Largo, who
There we go.
I love me some Bill Moseley. He cannot sing.
I hated, but I mean, that's just him acting.
Oh yeah, and
I really wanted to
Kevin-
beat up that guy.
Kevin Ogilvie, who was in the sequel to that Confederate movie we watched.
Confederate movie. The President's Man?
Not the President's Man. The Confederate Ghosts. I can't think of it. I think he was also in Scream Park. Plays Pavi Largo, the guy with who
Okay.
has the fake face.
There we go.
And Terrence Zadunich, the guy the composer and the writer, is Grave Robber.
Well, I don't know. I already hated the movie because I was sober while I watched it, which is unbelievable that I made it through the entire movie sober. Right. And then
This is
it's also
100%.
Lionsgate made it. Like, really?
Lionsgate. Yes, this was probably part of Darren Lynn Bousman's deal to do the Saw movies.
All right. Well, so I don't know. We're ready for this one?
Ready. So, where did we start out in this movie? It was
It's like basically like in the near future, like some shit happens and it wipes out a shit ton of people
yeah,
and
so we
their
get
organs.
like comic book backstory on people's organs are dying. So people are dying at this alarming rate. So Roddy Largo comes up with this whole plan to
he takes advantage of this.
Takes advantage and creates GeneCo
But
to make synthetic organs, I'm assuming.
I don't know if they were synthetic organs, if they were real organs, but the whole thing is like, I did appreciate that. I did appreciate that. So basically this big pharma guy comes in and he starts offering them and takes advantage of them, saying, hey, you know what? You can get these organs and you can pay them off eventually. But if you miss a payment, then like this family comes in and repos your organs and kills you.
Well, the repo man will come and take your organs back and you're dead.
Yeah. So like, I appreciate the offer because like, I hate like, I love payment plans if you're not a piece of shit human, right? When we had to get our dogs fixed and shit like that, there's like, all right, here's a $900 bill where it's like, all right, if I pay off, $300 a month, there's like, then you'll get your dog in 3 months. I'm like, wait a second.
I get to keep my dog? It's weird how that works.
What? That's exactly right. And then I told you, like, when I first got my dog, I was like, okay, so do we got to pay it all up front? There's like, yeah. And there's like, but there is this like dog credit card that you can't apply for. I was like, all right. And there's like, we don't take it though. I was like, what? So why would you fucking tell me about this goddamn dog credit card for vets, but you don't take it? If I was like, hey, Anthony, yeah, come over to my house and hang out. And you're just like, I'm on my way. I'm like, oh, I'm not home though. I'm fucking in California. Like, fuck, you wanted to do something today? Yeah. My bad, bro. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the fucking movie opens up with a fucking vampire singing.
So basically, then we open up in the alley, right? And the grave robber is talking about the Repo Man, which this movie has some of the most literal background singing. Because this is the first one we get. We get two of these that are amazingly obvious. That like they just start singing Repo Man behind him as if we need to be reminded that the guy in the giant rubber trench coat with his bag of tools is the Repo Man.
I don't even remember that. I just remember that it was a fucking vampire singing, and like the words didn't even fucking rhyme or have a pattern or anything. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like,
and we see some lady get run away from the Repo Man, and she gets she gets her heart ripped out.
I hope so.
I believe it was her heart.
I just remember that it was like in the near future, but then it had like the Jetsons cartoon world with like flying cars and shit like that. And you're like, wait a second, that's not the near future. Like, I've seen the Jetsons movie when I was a kid, actually in elementary school. I think it's the only thing that I've ever like. Have you guys ever won a contest before? Something like. Yep. So when I was younger,
I won a drawing once.
Okay, so yeah, it was kind of like that. When I was in elementary school, the Jetsons movie just came out. All of us are about the same age, or we are the same age. So when we were in elementary school, the Jetsons movie cartoon came out, or the Jetsons cartoon movie came out, I should say. And we had a thing for our class where the teacher put a jar of jelly beans out. And she's like, everybody come up here and guess how many you think are in here. And the winner from each class gets to take not a day off of school, but like a couple hours off of school. And you get to go watch the new Jetsons movie. And I fucking won it. I was like, holy shit. Either that or I was in like, the special needs class. And there's like, yeah, fuck Brian. Like, that dude needs to get the fuck out of here. Either way.
Let him win.
Either way, I was able to fucking see the Jetsons movie when it first came out in elementary school.
That's awesome.
That's exactly where the fuck this movie's taking place in the future with all this shit going on. You're just like, wait a second. Look like they were on planet Kryptonian or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, this is supposed to be Earth, but it looks so dystopian. Like, the most built up piece is like the talking billboards. And everything around it just looks like everybody is living in this lost land.
Yeah. So then we're at the we're in the owner's like house, I'm
We're
guessing.
in his office in the high rise. And he's looking at like a clear file because apparently in the future
Thank you.
they don't have
Thank
normal
you.
files. You just have a clear plastic file
How
where
the hell
you
do you
can
read that?
see the paper through the file because the point of the file is to block the paper so not everybody can see it.
Really? I just thought it was just all clear paper. He's like, oh, all right. And there's
But
like, you didn't read anything.
Like, okay, so this is when does he get the bad news first, or is that
No, that was it right then and there. He's like,
yeah?
it's terminal. And he gives him a fucking clipboard that had just
Yeah.
clear paper on it.
Clear paper. Because in the future, we put ink on clear paper. I didn't realize we did that.
I don't even know if it was probably like what markers did we use in like junior high when the teacher would come in and use that projector screen?
Oh yeah,
Was it
projector markers.
highlighters?
Yeah,
Like that's
You could
that's the
wipe
only thing I
off.
can think of is that it was clear, you know.
Yeah, but so the doctor gives the bad news, and this is when apparently because the doctor is being honest with him, he should have lied to him, I guess, because he gets shot in the head.
Well, he probably just didn't want it to be public knowledge, I guess. Because I don't know if you know this, guys, but there's no such thing as HIPAA laws in the future. So, Garrett, if you went to the hospital and you're just like, oh, I broke a leg because, I don't know, I was doing something, but your doctor's allowed to, like, when you get sued or something, right? Like, that's public knowledge. But in the future, apparently, if you need to have surgery for anything, even if it's elective, there's like, you know what? The world needs to know that, right?
Well,
Right.
What's funny is like in a very specific situation, I walk through like most clinics and I can hear the conversations the doctor is having with the door closed. Like these aren't soundproof rooms.
Dude.
So your HIPAA isn't really doing a whole lot when I can hear the person next door talking about their hemorrhoids.
So, dude, my wife and I, when we first moved out here, we went to the ER and we didn't get a room. We just had the little curtain. And I also didn't know if you guys know this, but if you don't speak another person's language, all you need to do is raise your voice and speak slower, and then you speak their language.
I thought you were going to end that sentence a lot different. And then you look and sound like an asshole.
No. So this doctor came up, and we were just a curtain away, and he's like, "Hey, you remember earlier me when I put my fingers in your butt?" He's like, "Yeah, the fecal matter." He's like, "There wasn't blood, so there's nothing to worry about." And like he had like his brother or someone as an interpreter, and I was like, "Hold on, let's see how this goes." But the guy's like, "Yeah, I was there. You were there. Remember when I put my fingers in your butt?" Like, goddamn, bro, you don't got to yell that.
I mean, okay, I did that one time because I had to do a fecal on a patient who was Spanish speaking. So, I mean, I asked somebody I knew who spoke Spanish, like, so I'm not just like some scary person walking in, like trying to invade your butt.
Go in there. I think that's a universal language. If you walk into a room and you snap the gloves on over your wrist,
yeah, you snap the gloves and then you go,
all right. See, that's a universal language. Like, okay, turn around. The only other thing that you could do to be nice is like lick your finger a little bit, like put it in your mouth and pull it out. And there's like, oh, fuck, I know this is coming.
I mean, I was told, like, because the charge nurse did tell me, she was like, use your pinky. It's like, you have big hands. It's like, make this
what if
pleasant.
that person's like, I didn't feel it? Or what if that person's like, I didn't finish?
Well, because you're just getting matter. And you're swiping it on a card.
Gross.
And then you put the card in the bag and send it to the lab.
Jesus.
So what you're saying, Brian, is all of this is bad, right? But it would be even worse if it were sang to you? in the hospital?
Oh, this is 100. God damn it, Garrett. If I ever went to a fucking doctor's like, Brian, remember when I put my finger in your butt? I'd be like, you know what? I'm leaving. I don't care if I fucking am dying right now. I don't. You know how shitty that beef is? Like, you are going to die in 24 hours. I'd be like, you know what? You ruined the last 24 hours of my life.
Rather just not know and just live with the mystery at that point.
Yeah. But, you know, like,
if someone gave me the option, they're like, you're about to walk into this room and receive a terminal diagnosis, but before you do you want that diagnosis sung to you to the tune of Eminem, or do you want a doctor to deliver it to you in spoken word? I'd be like, Eminem. I want to try that.
Can you maybe pull some Hamilton out of there?
They come in the barbershop quartet fashion. It's like and start doing it. God.
But
I think Family Guy did that.
Oh yeah, they did. What was it about a? I forget the name of it, but yeah.
No, you didn't. It's just very taboo.
Yeah. No.
What's funny is they also like, I'm a sign language interpreter, and how many people are just like, that person is deaf, they cannot hear you. Oh yeah, watch this. Hey, how was your day? And you're just like, good God. Now I'm fucking deaf because you're screaming, But then all of a sudden there's these fucking people that just start digging up like dead bodies and making like a generic drug.
Oh yeah,
like
so
they're fucking Breaking Bad.
This is where they explain that like Zydrate is the new like what's the word I'm looking for? The new surgical drug, the new surgical drug to like ease your pain and put you under. And so there's street level Zydrate where they pull the Zydrate out of dead bodies, which sounds super gross.
They just pull it out of their body. I mean, it's not like they're just like, all right, the only place that it goes is their anal glands.
Well, they're going straight through their nose, like. Okay, so what's up?
I thought that's a new level of, how everyone says like, oh, he's on the needle now. And you kind of been like, oh, he's pinnacled when it comes to heroin. But now it sounds like there's a new level. So after you're on the needle, you're on the drip. Yeah, dead people drip.
Damn, it's fucked up.
This is where we meet the grave robber, and you get your second annoyingly literal background singing, where they are literally singing, like if you put the subtitles on, it says things that happen in the graveyard. That's what they're singing in the background as they're singing, as the main person is singing.
Like, what's that cha-cha step song? It was like, right foot 2 times. And you're just like, yeah, okay. And it's like, now your left foot. And you're just like, wait, how do I do this dance? He's like, are you fucking dumb? He's like, I literally tell you in the song, right step, left step, forward, back. And he's like, oh, okay, I get it now.
This is where we meet the graveyard robber and we meet Shiloh.
I get so pissed in this scene, man. Like, I'm so angry. Like, I wish that this is not really messed up. Like, if I was an angry drunk, that I would, like, I'm thinking about I have a portable speed bag that I can put on my office desk. And I'm thinking about just drinking and just punching that thing every time I fucking think about this movie. Because there's the next thing is like that fucking vampire guy is singing in the fucking graves like, we're committing crimes, we're digging up dead bodies, right foot, left foot. And then out of nowhere he fucking screams graves and fucking alerts the police.
Yeah,
like, why would you
sweeping the cemetery as he's stealing a dead body, which he does this dead body dirty. He pulls this dead body out of the ground and then uses the dead body as a battering ram to break through the crypt where there are more dead bodies.
Where that girl was, but the whole thing is like, if we're playing, did you guys ever play night games when you were kids?
Night games? What do you mean by that?
So like we would play like, we had like, goddamn, like big open, not like open fields, but like an open field that it was grass, like an open, like a football field or something, or a park. And we'd get like the bunch of neighborhood kids and we'd go play, we call them night games. Like you'd go play capture the flag or you'd play like laser tag or something like that. It is night games because you play the games during the night. So if you're just like, all right, we're going to play hide and go seek. And then all of a sudden Anthony's like, I'm right here, and yelled it. I'd be like, Anthony, what the fuck? Like, do you not know how to play fucking hide and go seek, bro? Do you not know how to hide from cops? This guy's like, yeah, we're stealing graves, and then we're going to do this. Great. And he yells it. You're just like, you had an inside voice, and then all of a sudden you chose to go to the screaming voice? Like, why would you do that?
It was very confusing.
And then he did it 2 times.
Yes,
and the second time, guess what fucking happened?
They get caught.
You got busted, you fucking nerd.
And luckily, Roddy Largo, who's watching this raid, which, like, I don't know why he spends his time watching raids, but because he runs an entire company of where they make and sell organs. He says, let them go. And then that's when, like, they grab Shiloh and he makes his offer to her.
Yep.
He makes the offer to save her from her blood disease, which is why she can't go outside, but she's outside without a mask on.
Yeah. Like, I purposely took a note right now telling you how bad I hated this movie. But like I said, the story is great, but the songs just blow so much ass, man.
Well, I think one of the kind of the weaknesses of this movie is the backbone of this movie is the flashbacks, where we get all that information about why people hate each other, why people like each other, what connections people have, and we get all of that with no dialogue and just a comic book.
Yeah, because then it turns out that girl that was like at her mom's grave, that she was chasing bugs. All right, first off, you're a nerd. You're just like, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm busy. And then you just go to a grave to fucking start chasing random ass bugs.
Yeah.
But she's actually sick and her dad's a doctor. And it turns out that her mom passed away from the sickness.
And this is where we discover in the next scene that her dad is the Repo Man.
But her mom also passed away from her thickness, if you know what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you know?
But then we get that bit of story later about how she actually dies.
From her thickness. From double C. But
oh
then,
my God.
Like, the girl is sick too, and she just refused to take her meds. You're just like, then bye, bitch. Like, fucking, I'll smell you later. Right?
Yeah.
And then, like, she literally is, like, going up there and, like, singing on her balcony outside about how, I wish I could go outside. You're like, you are.
But which
like,
this
what
is
the
also
fuck?
the part, like, her dad is, the next scene that her dad is, like, you need to take your medicine. You need to be more careful. And, like, there's the plastic around her bed, but she keeps going in and out of the plastic. There's no tie off on the plastic.
Yeah, it reminds me.
Outside, like
it reminds me of, like, sick? Yeah, exactly. Like fucking P. Diddy, Oprah, fucking who else? Fucking Michelle Obama, all these rich ass fucking people that's like, oh, we're oppressed. You're fucking billionaires. How the fuck are you oppressed? That's what this girl was saying. Like, I wish I could go outside. You're just like, you literally just came home.
You came home from being outside.
Like, you're literally singing on your fucking balcony.
You broke the rules, and the worst you got was a chiding.
Yeah. And then, like, these fucking songs are just, God, they piss me off so bad. It
feels very teenager-ish, the way she acts. She's like, I'm an adult now. And it's just, like, this whole attitude.
Yeah, it's like they're fucking singing jazz. Like, the words, like, it's like that slam poetry where it just doesn't make any sense. Where it's like, ooh, I wish I could go outside. You're just like, okay, side has so many words that can rhyme with it. It's like, I wish I could go outside and sit on a chair. And you're like, no, you completely fucking missed that one.
You missed the point, bro.
Like, God damn it. Man. And so, what? Then the fucking dad, it comes out with a flashback. The dad had a choice to save his wife or his daughter.
So he came up with a cure. Yeah. Like, he came up with a cure to save his wife who was dying, but then the cure he gave didn't work and she started bleeding out. Well, she was pregnant with their daughter, so he had to make the decision between trying to save her and trying to save the daughter. So he cuts the baby out of her.
That's got to be the hardest decision in the entire world.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that part again. And all I could think about during this was like about how Charlie from It's Always Sunny was making that musical.
Nightman.
And like, I wish that it was like half as cool as that, you know?
Right.
Because again, the story is fucking beautiful. The story is great. I love the story.
Well, it
And
has
there's
layers.
Dude, so much shit. You're just like, you relate that. You know, like I could not imagine when we had our son, if all of a sudden the talk's like, hey, bro, do you want A or B? You know, I'd be like, what? I can't have both?
Like, why do I have to choose?
Yeah, like that's a fucked up scenario. So again, beautiful story, beautiful fucking everything like that, except it was all singing like it was like, Anthony, you need to either kill your wife or your baby. Oh, I couldn't say that because Anthony and baby rhyme. So I needed to come up with something like, Anthony, you need to kill your next of kin or your wife. And like you're just like, oh, okay, wait a second, you know.
But okay, here's my other thing with this movie is we get opera, metal, punk rock, jazz, like all in the same movie, and it feels like for a musical, it's like if you ever watch like The Greatest Showman, the reason it's so good, they pick a backdrop for the music, they pick a style, and they stick with it. In this one, we get 4 different styles, everything's all over the place, and I don't know what is supposed to be, you know.
I literally wrote down some lyrics that they sing.
Yes.
It says, she was my everything. Nothing can bring you back. Shiloh is all I have. What?
So maybe ChatGPT was involved a little bit.
This is 2009, bro.
If
This
I'm
is
gonna
hand
send,
GPT.
I'm going to do my son's English homework, and I'm gonna be like, there, and there's like, you know what? He
You
got
gotta
an F on that. I'll be like, you know what?
You gotta put the marker in the other hand and draw like you don't know how.
She was my everything. Nothing can bring her back. Shiloh is all I like. That's not even a fucking haiku.
No, it is not.
Like, god damn it. This is what I was talking about. Like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, I would have gladly watched fucking 2 or 3 or even 5 Fast and Furious movies. Then,
Soon enough.
dude, oh hell yes, soon enough.
Fast and Furious, the ballet.
God damn it. So now he admits in his song that he's the Repo assassin. Like, come on, bro. You ain't
so
Liam
then
motherfucking Neeson.
This is when he goes downstairs into his underground surgical torture area.
But at the same
inside
time,
the fireplace.
I'm really surprised that it wasn't like a rap song where like he admitted to all of his crimes like everybody's doing these days. Like, yeah, I robbed that store, then I fucked that bitch. I murdered that dog. You're just like, wait a second, what? And then there's like, Brian, you are being charged for robbing a store, fucking that bitch, and murdering a canine. I'd be like, oh, I didn't do that, officer. I was like, oh, really?
It's
Then
a
how can you
song.
sing about it, you dipshit?
That'd be funny. You plead not guilty, and then they're like, we just want to go ahead and play this video of Brian to the sounds like to the tune of Metallica was singing about exactly what he did.
And then I can't sit still. I'm just like, yeah, killed that. Yeah. And I just fucking give you like I start singing it too. Like, yeah, all right, okay, hear me out. No, all right. Yeah, fucking bullshit, dude. When he's like, I can't even remember how that song went, but he's something that was like, I'm the Repo Man. Yeah, I'm murdering people. I'm the Repo Man. And you're just like,
yeah. So
okay.
this is when we see like the transformation, because he does like a visual and a voice transformation when he becomes the Repo Man. He like slicks his hair back and like puts on the smock, and it's like this whole like thing, and then he has this raspy voice that he didn't have before, and then he goes
like he turns into Superman.
And he like disembowels this guy, which the level of detail on the gore is pretty amazing, because they actually show him cut through the skin, cut through the fascia, cut through the muscle, to get into the guts when he starts disemboweling this guy.
Yeah, it wasn't, like I said, everything was awesome.
It was on point.
Yeah. But then it turns out that girl's mom was like dating Luigi, or no, who the fuck is the bad guy?
Then we find out about this part where Roddy Largo was dating Marnie, who is Nathan's wife who died.
But then like she cheated on him with the Repo Man.
Well, she leaves him for the Repo Man.
Well, she cheated on him.
But yeah, so like she leaves him for the Repo Man, and then he poisons the cure.
Well, hold on.
But didn't he poison the cure? He poisoned the cure that was given to Nathan made.
But even before that, they fucking invited him to their wedding.
Oh, that's right.
And you're like, what the fuck? Have you ever seen Kill Bill?
Oh yeah.
Like, what the fuck? If I was like, hey guys, sorry, I cheat on, I took your girls and I cheat on you, but like, it's the fucking Talladega Nights. He's like, you already lost your wife. Don't lose your best friend, brother. And he's like, all right.
Don't you know
like,
I hate you?
Right? Why are you calling me? Don't you know that I hate you? Like, how the fuck, like, what kind of ruthless ass fucking person is that? Where like, when I was getting married, like, I kind of didn't even want to put our fucking wedding announcement in the newspaper because I was like, any of my exes that could be like, oh, this motherfucker's getting married now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But he literally was cheated on, and then he fucking was like, hey, you're invited. You know who's going to be my best man? You. All right? he was fucking dead serious.
But, okay, we do find more later about why she left him.
I don't remember that.
It's later in the movie, and there's a good reason why she leaves him. I can just tell you right now.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So apparently Marnie discovers how much of an evil guy that Roddy Largo is, and just leaves him because she doesn't want to deal with like the depths of his, awful behavior.
I don't remember.
They allude to it. Like even his kids hate him.
But was he also, so in his defense-ish, have you ever seen Above the Rim? I think that's it.
The Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson movie?
No.
That's White Men Can't Jump. Sorry.
I'm thinking of Denzel Washington and...
Oh, the Ray Allen movie,
Kevin
right?
Garnett. Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Ray Allen.
That's He Got Game.
He Got Game. What a fucking nerd I am.
Great movie.
It is. But when I was going to have a child, I always was like, you know what? When he's a baby, I'm going to put a ball right here or a fucking samurai sword over here. And whatever he crawls to, I will fucking make him be the greatest either in the sports person or fighting, But my kid never crawled until he was 10 years old. So at this point, like, it's just really weird. So it's one of those things where the dad is doing something. And again, my son and I, we have our issues sometimes where the dad's doing something that he knows is going to be the best for his child. But they're like, oh, that's mean. You shouldn't do that.
But all of his children are idiots.
Yeah.
These are the worst children. It's like Luigi is Bill Moseley's character. He's just loud and brash and thinks that being in charge is yelling at people.
He for sure has an inverted wiener in the movie.
He plays a lot of machismo for nothing.
Dude.
Amber Sweet is just addicted to surgery.
Surgery? Shut up. Surgery?
And addicted to Zydrate.
Surgery.
And Pavi just changes his face to a new face every night.
Right, he just murders a bunch of people
and takes their faces.
But so then what? The Repo Man had to.
All of his kids suck. They're terrible kids.
The Repo Man had to get somebody's orchid, right?
Yeah.
And like, could you imagine like being kidnapped and the dude just like puts you in a chair and then sings to you? Like, he was a close talker too.
Oh, he was.
Like, basically, then he like tells you, right? Like, he gets in that guy's face, like, yeah, you didn't pay your bill. And you're just like, bro, are you just gonna kill me? Like I don't think I'd ever give up. You know, like there's always those stories of like that one woman that came out years ago who was like that fucking dumb bitch Samantha Brown that claimed she was a psychic, and she's like, oh, this girl's dead, and then 11 or 14 years later she's like, haha, it's me.
They find her in a basement in Cleveland.
Exactly. Like those fucking worthless people that, you know, lie and claim they're psychics and shit like that. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
You know? But like that's the part where I was like, is there any scenario where you would be like, you know what? It's not going to get better. I'm just going to end it. Fuck no. There's not. Except if the Repo Man kidnapped me and tied me to a wooden chair and is like, you didn't pay your bill, I'm going to cut your kidney. I'd be like, all right, bro, just kill me, please. Like, fucking
really.
Singing in my ear. He was singing like he's fucking Usher in his ear, like he's trying to serenade him.
But with his like raspy voice and his slicked back hair.
This is going to hurt you way more than it hurts me. Yeah, obviously, because you're inflicting pain on me, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and then fucking what happened? Is this where Largo or whoever the fuck he is, he tells that girl that he could cure her from her disease if she would be his blind date?
Oh, yeah, to the carnival that they do once a year.
She's a minor, brother. That's 25 to life.
Yeah, so he basically takes Nathan's daughter without asking him. And takes him to the carnival to meet Blind Mag.
Blind Mag. I fucking loved her.
This is where we learned Blind Mag's story, where Blind Mag was a blind opera singer who was given the gift of sight if she would sign a lifetime contract with Roddy Largo to sing at the Genetic Opera.
Because then this is pretty fucked up, because then all of these surgeries, again, are elective. So you don't even need these surgeries.
No, she would have been fine. She just would have been blind.
Like when I had my penile D-sized, I didn't need to do it. But what's
how else are you going to keep up with The Rock?
Yeah. How else am I going to keep up with these wild horses out on Charleston, man?
Oh, my God.
You know? But then, or like, no, I should be for real. This is where I had my enlargement, you know? How else am I supposed to keep up with these? Anyways.
Oh, my God.
But, you know, and so basically then there's this fucking psycho family. And every time they get mad, like this one brother like rips his shirt off like the Hulk.
Yeah,
he just wants to fight
Luigi.
people. Yeah. And then one wears Leatherface 24/7. Like, you know he has pimples as fuck.
Yeah, Pavi. And
then they have a hot-ass crazy sister.
This is where we find out that they're doing the press conference or whatever before Blind Mag's final performance.
And they all think that they're going to get the dad's company.
Yeah, and they all think they're going to get the dad's company. But what is it? Amber doesn't show up for the press conference because she's too busy going down to the ghetto to go get Zydrate because she's about to have another surgery.
But at this point, again, like I realized, like I probably would have caught this so much earlier in the movie if I had been drinking. But at this point in the movie, I realized that the company's name is Genco, which sounds like that company Genco, the jeans.
Genco jeans.
What the fuck? And then this is the part where, what the fuck? Blind Meg realizes she signed a contract that she has to work with him. Guess what? He fucking cured your blindness. Like, show him some fucking respect.
But still, like a contract
Come on, man.
in perpetuity for the rest of your life is pretty messed up.
What the fuck were you going to do with your life when you were blind?
Those are illegal now. That's called slavery.
Is he paying her?
I mean, he's paying her, but she's also allowed to not continue to work.
So then anyways, but then, they're like the circus.
But they're at the carnival thing. Yeah, the circus.
Yeah, she gets freed by that vampire piece of shit who's Graves. Yeah.
But
and
then,
like tried to do an interview with the bad guy, and he says
yeah.
that his daughter's department, he doesn't want to answer her. Oh yeah, and then she's down there trying to get she's trying to get addicted to that shit.
Oh yeah, so this is the song that I thought was probably the best of the songs.
Don't do it.
Addicted to surgery.
God damn it.
Like, because I'll say this: the reason why I like this song at the least is because songs in musicals are at least supposed to convey some type of message that helps drive the story along a little bit.
Nah.
And this one actually tells you that, like, Amber Sweet is addicted to surgery. She gets them all the time because we'll need to know that later. And then it also tells us that Blind Mag has to forfeit her eyes if she quits the opera, which, like, there's that, and like, but it tells you something at least. The other songs are describing things you can see on screen.
I don't know. But then I just remember there was some old lady that told that little girl, like, hey, I had my first surgery when I was 13 years old, and then I took Zydrate, and a month later, I was turning tricks. You're like, what? Why would you fucking tell a little girl that? Right? Then basically, like, the sister just wants to be some famous... She wants to be as big and famous as, what was it, fucking Blind Meg?
Blind Meg, and then
so
Amber...
she's just a hater and wants the Repo Man to take her out.
And Amber... this is when Amber Sweet gets mad and says, like, gets mad at people that like Mag because she wants to be Mag, and she wants to take over when Blind Mag leaves the genetic opera.
And then this is that song where they just kept repeating everything that everybody else said, so that way they know they're right. If I was like, Brian, meet me at my house at noon. Your house at noon. Yes, my house at noon. So noon, you'll meet at your house. Yes, God damn it. My house, 12 o'clock. Noon, your house. God damn it. Yes. That's exactly what the fuck. So then the bald guy calls the Repo Man and tells him to get Blind Meg.
Well, he calls him to his office because he needs to tell him in person that he needs to kill Blind Meg, but then he has a problem with it. So they bring in somebody that needs to be repoed to, like, build his killer instinct, I guess.
Well, he's like, I don't want to do it. And he's like, let me remind you that you killed your wife and that you have a contract to work for me to keep it secret. That's called blackmail. So here's something, right? There's a couple people in this world that I would not date their daughters. Like fucking Liam Neeson. Nope. He would murder me. Yeah. And fucking Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken's probably a nice guy, but guess what? He fucking creeps me the fuck out. He's just a hard ass.
My guy all wrong here.
Yeah. Does your mother sew? That's what I'm saying. So this guy, he's like, hey, you either do this or something. And he's like, do you know what my job is for this company?
So,
I fuck people up.
They do that whole number, and then he basically tells the Largos to go to hell. He's not doing it. And then Roddy Largo puts out a hit on the Repo Man. But it's more of a distraction because, like, he fights them off, but that's to get Shiloh out of the house and get her to the genetic opera.
Yeah, and he needs
to get the Repo Man to the opera.
Yeah, he was supposed to repo this guy, but then he's like, you know what? Fuck you. And he started brutally murdering and slashing him, so no organs were harvestable.
No.
You're just like, that's pretty fucked up. Right? And then Blind Meg goes into the house, and her name was Shiloh, right?
Shiloh.
She opens the door and then runs away.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'd be like, if you come over to my house, I'd be like, I don't know you. And I'll open my door, then turn around and go upstairs. I'd be like, wait a second. Did you just invite me in your house or what? Like, I'm fucking confused as fuck right now.
Yeah. It's supposed to be her godmother.
Then it turns out she is her godmother.
Yeah.
The whole thing is like, is that breaking and well, it's not breaking and entering. Is that just entering? Like, if I opened up my gate and I saw you at my fucking driveway, I was like, who are you? I don't want you in my house. And I just leave my door wide open and turn around and be like, oh, and I fucking machine gun fart while I'm running away.
Yeah. And but there is an interesting kind of interaction here because this is where Blind Mag is basically being asked to be kept safe from the Repo Man as she talks to the Repo Man.
Yeah. So the daughter and the dad, they fight about saving Blind Meg so the Repo Man won't get to her. And then she has no idea that the dad's the Repo Man.
Yeah.
So here's like could you imagine if me and you're just like, Brian, fucking, I really like this girl, but she's a nerd. Will you please tell Batman not to fuck her up? I'd be like, I don't know who Batman is. What? Why would you talk to me? Why would you talk to me about fucking Batman or Spider-Man or Superman or anybody?
Yeah, really.
You, what the fuck?
But
and so the was like, yeah, could you please do something so the Repo Man doesn't get her? I don't fucking know that. Like, it was like, Brian, hey, will you talk to the CEO of, I don't know, fucking MGM Grand and tell him to lower his prices? I'd be like, you know what, Anthony? I got you, bro. No, I fucking don't.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
But
right? If I was like, hey, Garrett, fucking,
basically like ignores it and like tells her to leave because he doesn't want to deal with this.
Yeah. If I was like, Garrett, can you get the CEO of your company to just call me tomorrow and let me know what's going on? Like,
well, that dude's fired, so we technically don't have a CEO.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, whoever invented your company, will you tell them to hit me up? You know, I'm available between 11 and 12 tomorrow, so I'd appreciate a call. What? No, bitch. Like, what? Then, like, she serves her dad so hard with these dance moves, and then she sings at him.
Yes.
Right? And then she serves her ass with fucking... And the dad is like, guess what? The fucking 5 finger said to the face, bitch.
That the shit out of her.
That song was all right, you know.
It's like some punk rock, some like 80s punk rock.
Yeah, that song was all right. But you know what? I'd be like, guess what? Fucking, you ain't gonna do this to me.
Yeah.
Right?
So then this is when she leaves. She goes to the opera. Repo Man follows her to the opera. And he's going to go get revenge on the Largos.
Yep. And then the bad guy, whoever the Largo, I keep forgetting that guy's name.
Roddy Largo.
He wears a fucking ponytail wig.
Yes.
God damn it. Why? A ponytail wig.
Because you got to keep up appearances. Because he's dying.
No, you motherfucking don't. And then his daughter's fucking ugly as fuck now due to all these surgeries.
So she messed with her face to the point that her face is no longer there. And
then, did you realize how fast people in the future heal? Because he's like, you know what? I'm going to fix your fucking ugly face right now so that way you can sing tonight.
Like, she didn't have to sing tonight.
There's no... Dude.
She could have waited.
I don't know. We're 40 years old. I roll over the night and I don't have my pillow. I fucking instantly, my back hurts. I couldn't imagine getting a fucking facelift and then be like, all right, Brian, you're on. You need to go out there and fucking sing, you majestic bastard. I'd be like, dude, I just got my face surgery. Like, goddamn. Like, could you imagine? Fuck that. When was the last time you went to the dentist and like had a fucking, I don't know, a cavity filled? And they're just like, all right, you need to go fucking give a presentation right now to a sold out crowd.
No. I can hardly talk.
Dude, so fucked up.
So now we're at the opera. They like it's pretty impressively unimpressive how quick they take down Nathan, the Repo Man.
Well, and that was the fucked up part, was because the bad guy told all of his kids, like, fuck you guys. All of my money and everything is going to this random girl who lives in a bubble.
With a condition.
And then that's when he says, all employees, take out fucking Carl. He's the Repo Man. I'd be like, how? What?
Yeah.
Like, fucking, if I was like, all right, everybody, take out fucking Bruce Wayne. He's Batman. Wait a second. Hold the fuck up. How many people knew that he was Batman? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like,
so
not
this
many
was,
people know. Like I think it's like it's a pretty large secret of exactly who the Repo Man is.
So then this was a good part of the movie. I should have muted it because there's just a fucking montage of the Repo Man just fucking John Wicking all these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Although his outfit was pretty fucking weird. Like he's wearing,
that smock with the bucket head, whatever it is, with the visor.
But then it was also fucking up because I think there was a couple times in the movie by now, like there's this fucking magazine that everybody reads and has everybody's personal business in it. Like everybody knows that there's going to be a huge ass fight at the opera tonight.
Yeah, apparently everybody knows. Yeah.
Like if I posted like on Instagram, like, oh, when Anthony comes over my house, I'm going to hit him with a stick. And I was like, Anthony, come over to my house. You'd be like,
no.
Brian, I saw a post earlier today.
You're going to hit me with a stick. So I don't want to come over anymore.
What are you talking about? I didn't post that. Like, well, it's published. And that's posting. This was fucking physically printed. Fucking, how early do I got to be? Like, okay, I'm going to submit this to the magazine company in fucking, in 4 days. I'm going to invite Anthony to my house so I can hit him with a stick.
Yeah.
You'd be like, all right, we'll publish it.
It'll be out today. Like,
don't invite him until fucking Wednesday.
Until Wednesday.
Like, what the hell? Then finally, is there some goddamn tits in the movie?
Oh yeah, so this is where we get to the genetic opera, which kind of like it reminded me a little bit of Rocky Horror Picture Show because you see this whole like drama play like taking place on stage, and it's very much like that where everything is a musical number and like so they start with like all the testimonies and people like I got a new liver so I can drink as much as I want or. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if you should do that, but
right. I got a second chance at life. Just the one thing I learned is I didn't drink hard enough. You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Right. Think about that, folks.
But
right.
Then we have like DJ Grandma.
God damn it! I don't think that was it yet. Was it?
Is like, yeah, we're there. Like this lady's like 70 years old and she's on the turntables.
Yeah, so there's this bad guy making Shiloh watch this movie, basically saying that, like, hey, if you help me catch the Repo Man, you'll be cured. And you're just like, so I don't need any medicine. All I need to do is just catch this guy, and then
the Repo Man.
I'm magically fucking cured?
Yeah.
Yep, and then, there is this old-ass DJ, and the sister and her face surgery, like, get on stage.
And it's not quite it's not quite set yet because it starts to peel off her face.
She does the fucking spin move.
She does the spin move, and the face is hanging off of her face.
Like, how come that never happened to Michael Jackson?
I know, it's a great question.
Like, she did the fucking Michael Jackson spin move, and all of a sudden it's like, and it starts going off her face.
Just didn't perform, or he didn't perform the night he had facial surgery to have a new face put on.
What a pussy. Well, that's probably why.
That's probably why.
So like, here's something. So, I was going to get my Phantom pierced, right? I don't know if you know what a Phantom is, but I was going to get a Phantom pierced, and they're like, hey, if you get this pierced, you can't, penetrate or do anything for a couple days. Right? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? My kid's here now. So, we're on a fighting team, and there's like, he got his done, and he didn't listen to us. So he was like, the next day or two was like, hey, let me get this in you. And fucking, right?
Yeah.
So maybe there's got to be a downtime of having your face surgery, or when you do a fucking spin, and it fucking the G forces blow your face off. That's exactly what she didn't listen.
And she instantly gets booed by everybody, and this is supposed to be her kind of like taking the reins from Blind Mag. They're trying to introduce her.
Yeah, like, so are your ears pierced, Anthony?
No.
So my ears are pierced, and So my ears are pierced, and they told me, like, you know, when they pierce your ears, you need to wear studs. And when I got my ears pierced, I was like, dude, I don't want to wear studs. Like, I bought fucking little carat diamond earrings and everything and gave them to my sisters afterwards. But I was like, fuck this. So I got my ears pierced, and then I went to this girl's house that night, and I've been donating blood since I was, 17 years old. I've done plasma, everything like that. I am a sick weirdo where, like, when I have to donate blood and do blood work, like, I watch the needle go into my arm. Like, I don't get lightheaded, anything like that. But that night, after my ears were pierced, I hurry and bought, like, loop earrings, and I was trying to fucking switch them out. And I got, like, a little bit of lightheadedness, and I was like, what the fuck is going on with my body? So I had to, like, sit down and then use her, like, makeup mirror to switch out my fucking stud earrings to my loop earrings. It was just weird. But it's one of those things where the person's like, hey, don't change these earrings out until this amount of time. And I was like, or what? And it's like, well, bye, bitch.
Yeah. Enjoy the consequences.
Don't do any Michael Jackson spin moves after your face has been fucked up, or it's going to fall off. I don't believe you. All right,
liar.
Well, do you think that the doctor covered it?
I mean, she probably went to some, like, back alley doctor the first time. So the second
get
time,
what?
To get her face done and the
So a surgery?
Surgery. Yeah.
A surgery.
Perjury?
God damn it.
There's a word that rhymes. Okay. We got one.
There is no words.
Perjury.
Right.
That's right.
So then Blind Meg gets killed and Shiloh hits the Repo Man with a shovel.
But yeah, so Blind Meg, rather than letting Roddy repossess her eyes, she pulls out her own eyes, and then Roddy lowers the winch or whatever it is for the rope work out right onto the wrought iron fence.
See, that was a good song, you know?
That's the thing. It's like, you can't have Sarah Brightman in a movie with a bunch of people who don't know how to sing, because she's going to make everybody sound terrible.
Well, like, that was a good song, because, like, during that that song, I was like, all right, this song's good and everything like that.
It's pure opera. It's wonderful.
Yeah, and then she stabbed her eyeballs. So I was like, oh, good God.
It was a good moment, though. It was very shocking.
Then it comes out in that the dad has basically been Gypsy Rose and his daughter. Like, what a fucking nerd.
So the Repo Man has been drugging his daughter and making her sick, so she'll never leave him.
Yeah, and so then what? The bad guy wants her to kill her dad, and he'll give her all of his shit, and then he gets shot, and the bad guy dies.
But yeah, so she refuses, and that's when Roddy blows away the Repo Man. Yeah. Then we get the I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you song.
God damn it. Then some other bullshit song comes on while her dad's fucking dies finally. And I was like, God damn it.
He's going to go see Marnie.
Dude, all he said is like, I love you. I love you. Hey, did you forget that I love you? Hey, I love you. I love you. No, I love you. I know. Did you know that I know that I know? Did you know that I know that you love me? And then there's like, Dad. And you're like, what? That doesn't make what? Come on, man.
Yeah.
So everyone's is murdered and dead.
So basically, yeah, like the kids are still alive. Roddy was murdered at some point in here too.
Everybody was fucking murdered.
And
everybody's fucking dead. And then she's just like, all right, everybody.
Shiloh is left. All of Roddy Largo's kids are left. And then Shiloh just walks away and leaves.
And gets in the limo. And she's like, all right, smell you later. And she fucking does that thing where you pretend you're on a bike and you pill out like this. It's like, and then you turn your body and you leave.
Yeah.
And she's like, all right, I'll smell you later. I'm getting to the limo.
And then we get this the scene that was obviously shot months later with the grave robber doing like a a moment after everything to wrap it up, because it's obvious the face paint on his face is done completely different. It looks like a kabuki mask. It's so white. It is like blinding. Either they changed the lights or they did something, because like the white, it looks ultra white.
I don't really remember that.
Yeah, no, there's
Or
that.
I blocked it out of my memory.
And there is an end credit sequence where all of Roddy Largo's kids come out and announce that Amber Sweet will be running Gene Co. along with the two brothers.
I'd say nope.
But yeah, so that's the whole movie. I mean, so real question is, would you watch this again?
Fuck no.
I don't know if that's emphatic enough.
Yeah, fuck no. I really, again, I don't like, it's going to come off really negative how I'm talking. This movie was done very well. This movie was everything about this movie I loved, except like, I guarantee if we would have done this movie for one of our episodes where we didn't hear it, I would love this fucking movie. The only reason why I don't like this movie is because it's a fucking musical. The story behind it, the everything, the gore, everything about it is fucking amazing. The only thing that I do not like about this movie is that it is a musical and there's literally no fucking words. It's only song.
Yeah.
If I guarantee if this would have been on mute and I watched this movie, it would have been fucking a great movie. But then I would have been even more upset because when we watch movies like this, where it's like, dude, we need to see what happened when we put it in fucking volume. So if I were to watch it first without volume, I'd be like, damn, this is a good ass movie. And then I put the volume on. And I was like, what the fuck? I would have been even more pissed.
Yeah.
But this movie, like the story, everything about this movie is amazing. Like I wish that they would make another movie of this, except with zero fucking singing. That movie would be great, man.
No, it would. It would be a lot better. I thought the story was solid. I thought it was really deep. You get to know these characters so well. You understand why everybody does what they do. Like even Roddy Largo, you get why he's evil.
Yeah, everything was awesome with it.
He's a very well-built bad guy, and Paul Sorvino is kind of like he's a legend, so he kind of knows how to build that character.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, the singing is kind of off. Like there's just weird choices made, and the fact that you have the singing throws the scene off sometimes, and it's just
if they did a
that ruins an entire idea.
If they did a remake of the movie, I 100% would watch this movie.
But we never asked Garrett, since you haven't seen this yet, do you plan on watching this?
It sounds worth watching.
You should watch it.
Put it on mute.
The last film that I'm not saying it's the same in any way, but it kind of reminded me of the recent Joker.
The Joker musical.
Yeah.
Is it really a musical?
It is. It's bad.
God damn it. The first Joker was really great. But is it a musical like this where it's literally no fucking talking?
No, it's
just songs?
The musical is in his head. Okay.
So I'll give that movie a watch because unless you guys say don't. But I really like the first Joker because it was fucking, we've always said the beginning of our fucking podcast, like the reason why people get in fucking murder all the time is because they're fucking dickheads.
Yeah.
So I supported the first Joker movie when that fucking,
Yeah.
Don't be a dipshit. Don't be a bully.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a watch.
Give it a watch, man.
Yeah. Mute it.
I'm going to mute it, and then I'm going to play this episode over it.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
Mute it and then text me later and say, you know what, Brian? Thank you.
You were right.
You were right.
Well, no, you need to fucking listen to it because when that guy is for no reason is like, great. And then the surgery. What? Surgery?
Which also, okay, they act
surgery.
Like the other part that was kind of annoying, they act like future technology is putting injections into guns. No, we do that now. That's not future technology.
I saw that in X-Men too.
I walked through a whole line in basic training, getting all of my vaccines, and at one time, I don't recommend that. Like through guns, and they hurt.
Yeah, you get that baseball size fucking
punches.
Yeah, and autism.
Anthony, did you get all those in the same arm?
Like, no, there's people on each side
cheek.
of you, and you have to lift your sleeves up, and then they literally just shoot.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
and then there's one where you got to warm up your own fucking. Is it penicillin? Otherwise, you fucking get a goddamn lump.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do y'all know what's in all of these? No, I'm just told to stick you with it as you walk by us.
Well, yeah, you're not allowed to refuse.
Mm-hmm.
You're literally
That's
not
where
allowed.
I got all of my vaccines in my wiener.
But
man, they're like, we can't keep putting in your wiener. I was like, all right, my right testicle then. So it's super low. So,
nobody wants to see your testicles.
So that all the autism is in that one ball.
Yeah. It just keeps moving too. Like in the middle of the night, it's like, and I was like, God damn it. And I had to inject Ritalin into my wiener so it calms down.
All right. You ready to close this out?
No, man. Now Garrett and I, we're fucking warming up.
You guys keep going for a second.
No, we're good.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, Garrett.
Yes, thank you for
listening to us describe this movie.
I
think you guys should do, the format that I was expecting today. You should do that with this movie.
No,
and I'll come back for that.
God.
No, it'll be 100%. If we did, I'm not opposed to it, but it would be 100% on mute. Like I said, the story is great, man. My only downside is it's fucking just nonstop music. Yeah. When I say nonstop music, there's no fucking breath of air where there's like, okay, so then let's go to the store and let's fucking figure this out. And then we can, who's the Repo Man? No.
Nothing. All right. Well, thank you for listening, and we will talk to you next time.
Word.